Okay, so today guys we're talking about the law of cosines. And this part right here is super important, okay? Because it's going to be kind of like how we're going to start the whole lesson today. When you guys see a sine, a cosine, even a tangent, what has to be connected with the trig function? Okay, it could be x. Could it be like, it could be 30 still? Oh, it could be a degree. Can you guys take a trig function of a side? No, it has to be a degree or an angle. So angles have to be connected. Okay, so whatever the angle is has to go next to the sine or cosine in all your formulas. Okay. Right. So the law of cosines is given to you guys on your reference sheet. Okay, this is it. And we're going to use law of cosines when we have 3 sides and 1 angle in our triangle. Right, so law of cosines is 3 sides and 1 angle. When we use law of sines, that was 2 sides and 2 angles. So we're going to have like a different looking picture today. Okay. The most important thing is that when you guys look at your formula, I don't know if you remember back when we were doing like the area formula or the law of sine formula, I told you don't pay attention to the A, B's, and C's because it's general. This is the same thing. We're not even going to really pay attention to what an A, B, or C is. We're going to really focus on that whatever's connected with the cosine, this part has to be the angle because the trig function can only be connected to an angle. Now, when we look at whatever this angle is, right, whatever's across from it in the triangle is going to go across in the equal sign. I always like remember it that way. They're across. And then the B and the C are just going to be the other 2 sides of the triangle. It doesn't matter which one's which. Because addition is commutative and so is multiplication. So the order is really not going to matter. Alright, let's kind of set this thing up. You guys can see one of these done. There's only going to be 2 ways that you guys will see these. Okay. So when we look at our first problem, wherever we're asked to find, we're going to put an X there. Let's find little side A. Now using your formula, I always start this way so then it's just an easy setup for all the problems. So I'm going to start with my cosine of the angle. So what's your angle here? 40. 40, good. Now what's across in my triangle? So I find my 40 and I say, alright, well what's across from it? X. So that's got to go across in the equal sign. So way over here should be X squared. If you guys start it like this, the rest of them are really easy. You just plug them in. So the B's and the C's are just going to be the other 2 sides in the triangle. It doesn't matter which one's which. Right? So it becomes 12 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 12 times 20 cos 40.
Did you put the whole thing in?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Now, once you guys set this up, the most important thing is the way it's set up is correct. Right? Our X should always be over here or as the angle. Okay? You should never have an X in the middle. Right? So if you did this and your X is somewhere in here, you did something wrong. You drew your picture wrong. Something was up. Did I do a pencil? I don't think so.
Alright.
Yep, that's it. Right. So now, when you guys look to plug this in, right, there's no letters over here. We have no variables. So I would plug this in all at one time.
So you have to take the square root.
Alright, so we should have.
Is that near spell? Yeah.
Yeah, I just do Alright, so 12 squared plus 20 squared minus 2 times 12. Now I'm going to choose 12. Did you guys get that? Did you guys get this? Did you get this? Yeah. Okay. Okay. No, listen, we're not done. Not done. Yeah, this is X squared. So at the end, we have to take the square root of both sides.
13.
Yep, so square root it. Yep, that's fine. Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
I don't know what happened. Yep, so 13. There we go. Yep.
Equals 13. Bang, bang.
All right, let's try another one. So this is a little bit of something you guys can adapt in geometry.
Are you going to have to advise on
You're going to be so loud, people are not going to be able to hear the video going. With all the extra, like, stuff. I'm not looking at this whole middle area. All right, so in geometry, you guys have learned about this, that the largest angle is always across from the largest side. Same thing with the smallest angles across from the smallest side. This is as like much geometry as that you're going to see. Okay. So when you look at a question like this, find the largest missing angle of the triangle. Which angle is it? It's going to be the largest one. The B. Good. So I'm going to put my X here. Right. And the way we could tell to use law of cosines is when you guys look at how many sides you have. How many sides are there? 3 sides and how many angles? 1 angle. Right, well, then we have something there. 3 sides and 1 angle. So that means we have to use law of cosines. Right? And again, when you guys set up your law of cosines, you don't care about the A, B's, and C's. Copy this over. You kind of see it set up there. So when we look at our formula, start with the cosine of whatever the angle is. So what's our only angle here? X. So I'm going to start cos X. And then what's across in the triangle has to go across in the equal sign. So way over here should be 18 squared. If you guys started this way, you'll never get messed up. Right? Remember, your X should not be in the middle part. It's got to be on the end. So the B and the C are going to be the other 2 sides that make up the angle. So 9 squared plus 12 squared minus 2 times 9 times 12. Whatever, we'll code that. This is your part of your formula. Everything else is just like plugging in for the B and C. But they're not the B and C guys from your triangle though. Don't get confused with that. You're not looking at what the letters are up here. You want to pay more attention to the position. So this one's a little bit different. See how your X is on the right side now? So we can't just plug this in all at one time. What we're going to have to use is this chunking method, right? Where we're going to chunk the stuff together, right? So we're going to chunk these all up. Now, someone asked, like, why do we have to do that? Why can't we just type it in? Well, if I gave you guys something like this, 5 squared plus 12 squared plus 5x, can you add those? No, not all of them. They're not even like terms, right? Like, this can't add to those. So that's the same reason why down here, you can't take this 9 squared plus 12 squared and subtract this part. They're not alike. So we have to do it in separate parts. Okay. When we do our chunk, we want to figure out what each of these little pieces are individually. So what's 18 squared? Anybody got it? 324. 324, great. And we need a 9 squared plus 12 squared.
225.
And then 2 times, oh, good, yeah. That's good. Okay. Alright, I'm just figuring out each of those little pieces. Now, again, common mistake I see. Can we subtract these? No.
One's a cosine.
Good. One's a cosine. One's got a cosine X. One's got nothing. So they're not like terms. Okay, so don't subtract these. Be careful. Your goal is we want to get cosine X alone. So how do we start moving some things over? Minus 2. Good job, Chelsea. Minus 225. Good job. Okay, so 324 minus 225. Good job.
99.
Alright, here's another place I see common mistakes. How do we separate these? Oh, good job, divide, nice work. And make sure we're not adding, we're separating these that are multiplied. Okay, so this is where we definitely need a calculator. 99 divided by negative 2. Negative
4.458.
Good. You need to use.
Comes out to 117.
Nice. Brittany, what? Okay, this equals cosine x. So what do you need to do next? Second degree. Good. Do second function t. Good. So we got to do second cos. Put that. Yeah, 117. No. Yeah. Oh, I don't have any more calculators.
I'm just taking this because
How'd you guys do with that one? Good. Alright, those are the two ways that you'll see it. Okay, you are either going to get a nice easy one where you just put it all in and take the square root, or if you're missing it as an angle, you've got to use the chunking. It's going to be either one of those. Okay. So here's another way you guys can see this. Find the length of the diagonal to the nearest integer. Yes, good, Caleb. If you guys see the parallelogram, okay, don't be confused with what they're asking you for. You're not asked about the area, right? They're just looking for the diagonal. So if it helps you, take out the triangle that you're working with. You don't need to like use the entire thing. Here's your 116. Here's your 22. I don't know what that diagonal is. Well, how many sides do we know, or have, I should say? So we have 3 sides, 1 angle. We have to use law of cosines. We wouldn't have enough stuff to do law of sines. We don't have enough working partners to do that one. Okay. All right. Why don't you guys try? You want to try to set this one up on your own? Okay. All right. Remember, start with the cosine of the angle and then work from there. That's why question A. You can't look at the A's and B's like in your picture. You want to start with like so the angle is 116, right? Yeah. So start with cos 116. Yeah. And then what's across from the triangle? B or X. So then over there it's going to be equal to X squared. There you go. Now take your other 2 sides and just fill those in. You always want to start with it because everyone always likes not to go like give me attention to the triangle. You start with the angle and then across. The other 2 are just the other side. It doesn't matter what those are. The only thing
That's mean. Why can't she sing?
Because she's stuck. Okay, sorry. Wow.
Alrighty then.
I'm sorry, I didn't even catch that. Yeah, when that goes on, like the angle. Yeah, I got it. I got the line. Hold on. Turn it around real quick. Oh, wait, I put it up there. Oh, I think this is time, so. Yeah, breathe. We both have the same. Yeah. I typed it in twice. And I just copied yours. Yours is right. This is 53 is good. Yeah. Oh, 169. Definitely had. There you go. Now take the story. Good. Okay. Good, Charles. Nice. Okay. Are we we getting, if you guys set it up, x squared, over here should be the cos 116, and then your 40 squared plus 22 squared minus 2 times 40 times 22. And when you guys put this all in and you took the square root, we get 53? Yeah. That's almost good. That's not bad. That's good. Anybody get weird stuff on a calculator not getting 53? That's my hair. Alright, so here's these next couple are right off Regents exams. Here's a good one. Alright, this time they do not have a picture, so please make sure you draw your picture, especially because now we have to figure out like which angles match to which side, all that good stuff. The little d, make sure that 14's across your angle b, same thing as that 10 and the 12. Alright, so they're asking you to find angle root. Yes, it is. So you guys have 3 sides, 1 angle, right? Wow. Good, so you gotta use law of cosines. Alright, so we want to start with which thing? Cos what? Cosine. Awesome. What should go across? 12 squared. Good job. Very nice, guys. Remember what's across in the triangle is across in the equal sign. Okay. The other two, just plug them in. We don't care which one's which. We got 10. And for a lot of you guys see your little lines, we should be chunking, right? Because your x is the angle. We gotta chunk it up.
Chips away.
It kind of reminds me of that song. This is so stupid. But you know the song is like that song down. Yeah. Like chunk you up. Oh, I know what. Here's your dad here. The second part is 2 negative 2. Oh, this is 133. 114. So just, that's right, this part, switch that, and so all your numbers are just a little bit, like, messed up there. Okay, so leave this on. Right, check out your chunking stuff, make sure all your numbers are good. Yeah, 155, 13. Yeah, negative 152. You get the decimal and then you square root of that? Not square root. Keep in mind, we're trying to find that. So that's the second one. Okay, tell me, is this advanced enough? Let's check this out. Make sure your blue stuff's right. Negative 152.
Should be 69. Or
Divided by, should be 67. Negative 280.
You 152.
Second code.
No, 149. Wait, I'm an idiot. Wow. I'm so stupid. I called you an idiot. For some reason I called starters 149. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. Alright, so usually guys, I see them like what we just did, but this question is a beast because of the reading, and this is kind of what the Common Core is going to go to. A lot of things where you have to read and like interpret and then apply your math. So take a second and read this. You need to be very careful when you are reading about what's going on, right? And I will help you draw this. It kind of stumped us in the last class. It took everybody like a while to figure out what was even going on in this problem. Okay, so read it slowly to yourself. Okay. If you need to write down some information, feel free.
Wow. Yeah, no, it's even half day right now.
You're on the first sentence. You haven't done any math yet.
Ow.
Yo, do we got homework here? Where's the homework?
No, do this
It makes it.
They said kids failed before. How do they think they're gonna do now?
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm just gonna say.
All right. Now, in this problem, okay, it is very important how you start. Okay, and there's a lot of different monuments going on. You guys have like a Vietnam Veterans Memorial. Okay, I'm just gonna go through it in like sections. Right, it consists of two walls that are each 246.75 feet long. But look at this part. This is your big clue how to start. Okay, so you have two walls meeting at an angle. So it should look like this.
No.
Okay, those are your two walls. I'm going to do 246.75. This is 246.75. And they meet at an angle of 125.2 degrees. And I'm going to label what this is showing me. This is the Veterans Memorial. VM on that put up here. Just because if you keep going, there's like 3 different memorials they're talking about in this problem. It gets a little complicated. So, let's see, when we keep going in this, the next part, if extended west, the wall would reach to the Lincoln Memorial 900 feet away from the end of the wall. Okay, let's stop there because that's a whole other thing. So if they're saying if the west wall, I guess this is the more west one, if this is extended, what does that mean, the word extended? It's good, longer. It's getting longer by how many feet? 900. Okay. What memorial are you going to reach? Lincoln. This is the Lincoln Memorial. Okay. Right, the Lincoln Memorial. Okay, good. Now, let's see what else it says. And the east wall would reach the Washington Monument. Wow. Okay, 3,500 feet away.
Bring that bad boy.
Bring that bad boy at 3,500. This is going to be a big triangle. Okay. And this one's called the Washington Monument, right? Okay. All right. So far we have done no math. Okay. What are they looking for?
The distance between the Lincoln and Washington.
The Lincoln and the Washington. Yes, Chelsea, perfect. Okay, we are looking for this blue part right here. Okay, this is the distance between. We don't know it. Now, this triangle is very complicated. We can like make ourselves a new one in a second. It's a little bit nicer looking. But one thing we want to do first is, what would you guys do? Add them, right? We want a total length. And then I'm going to make myself a nice little. How do we do with the two sides now? Good? Okay. Why don't you guys take a second? This one's not bad. We're almost done. Okay. We have 3 sides, 1 angle. You have to use your law of cosines. Watch out when you are putting these in your calculator though. Make sure you put the decimals in the right spot. Right, when you guys set this one up. So we need to start. Cosine of 125.2. What should go on the other side? X squared. Awesome. The other 2 big sides are going in for your like B and C values. just watch out in your calculator that you guys are entering this correctly. Right? They're just very big. I know, I'm running out of space.
Boy!
Yep, so this one, guys, you would type this whole thing in on your calculator. Then we gotta take that square root to get x. So the solving part's not even hard. The hardest part is drawing the pictures.
I would have never do that.
It's crazy, I know.
I would have never pronounced it that way.
Yeah, I honestly, like, it took me a second when I was reading it, I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was gonna be way easier, and I was like, no.
Yeah. I got like a negative number.
Yeah, it shouldn't be easy. It should be square. Yeah, that's it, good.
Was it 2,600?
Oh, no,
I got
4,000,
a huge number.
it should be 4,506.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah!
Oh, there we go.
Wait, do I do the square root? No, do the square root. I don't know.
So we have to get 4,506.
Alright, here I go. Did I do it? What should it used to be? 4,506.
4,000.
Right.
You did it, right? I did it wrong. What is that? I sum it up.
I only saved.
Is this right?